Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one court ruling led to questions about the legality of Kentucky's mask mandate. We talk with lawmakers about what that ruling means for Kentuckians. And here in Perry County, hear from the leaders of one church that is going back to only online services after being open to in-person worship for weeks.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Lacey Roberts, and thank you for joining me on Mountain News This Morning. Today is Monday, July 13th, a new start to the week. The weekend was absolutely gorgeous outside, and I hope the same sentiment can be for today and the rest of the week. Let's bring in Brandon Robinson to see what we can expect. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Lacey. Yeah, we're dealing with some fog this morning, but I think those skies will start to clear after the storms moved out last night. I think we'll see a fairly nice day today. Enjoy it, because after this, the sunshine continues, but the heat cranks right back up. Let's take a look at our visibility numbers right now. And a lot of spots, less than half a mile visibility this morning, and some spots even zero visibility. So be careful of that as you travel about this morning. No dense fog advisory, but again, very foggy out there in most locations. We take a look at our temperatures. They are in the 60s this morning, anywhere from between about 61 in Wise to about 66 in Jackson there. So kind of a range across the area this morning. So a little cooler on the air temperature, but it's still muggy out there. You'll feel it as you head out the door. So for temperatures, it's iced coffee this morning. Maybe go a little closer to a normal day, especially for those folks in the lower 60s, but a little extra, of course, just because it's Monday. Your out the door forecast, we are going to see temperatures climb into the mid 80s this afternoon with some sunshine as the skies clear a little bit later on. But again, enjoy today because some heat is coming. I'll talk about it in just a few minutes. Lacey.
Thank you, Brandon. And the Laurel County Sheriff's Office is currently searching for a missing Kentucky teenager who was last seen more than a week ago. 17-year-old Chris Meldner was last seen off of Dog Branch School Road, just 7 miles west of London on July 2nd. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office asked you to contact them with any information at 606-864-6600, and that would definitely help them out. And Governor Andy Beshear released updated COVID-19 numbers for Kentucky last night. The governor announced 277 new cases of COVID-19. That brings the statewide total to 19,389. There were 3 new deaths confirmed on Sunday, meaning Kentucky's death toll is now 625. Comparing cases reported from June 29th to July 5th, cases reported from July 6th to July 12th, there is a 48.7% increase in positive cases, and that's statewide. And here in the mountains, officials with health departments across eastern Kentucky reported new COVID-19 cases this past weekend as well. That in Harlan County, the health department confirmed 17 new cases on Sunday, and that's the highest recorded number of cases the county has had in one single day. Now, Harlan County now has 57 total cases of COVID-19. And officials with the Lake Cumberland District Health Department announced a sharp increase in positive cases in the district. One cluster of those cases was traced back to Cracker Barrel employees in Somerset. And in Bell County, the health department officials announced 4 new cases on Saturday, bringing the county's total case count to 108. Now, for more information on COVID-19 in eastern Kentucky, you can go to our website at WYMT.com. And as these cases of COVID-19 continue to climb in our area, Journey Christian Church in Hazard has canceled its in-person services. It comes after holding in-person services for the past 4 weeks with social distancing in mind by sitting chairs 6 feet apart, recommending that people wear masks and encouraging people to limit physical contact. Now the church is offering only online services as a way to keep its members and the community safe.
We kind of felt like it was in everyone's best interest because we don't just have an obligation to fill the seats in this house, but we also have an obligation to protect these people and protect their families that maybe aren't even here at church with them, but they're going back home to.
Church leaders will reevaluate their plans to hold in-person services again starting next month. And for those churches and other places of worship that are staying open, things will continue to look a little different for a while now that masks are required. Father Jim Sicko, a papal minister at Pope Francis, says the message is still the same and that church communities are excited to come together. It doesn't stop with masks. Places of worship like the Bluegrass in Lexington are continuing to sanitize and social distance.
So a lot of the rules that we're following in social distancing are mentioned in Jewish law. In Jewish law, you're supposed to wash your hands when you wake up, before you eat, after you use the restroom.
Experts say that no matter what your religion or place of worship, if you're at risk or feel unwell, to please stay home. And with this new mask mandate, people are required to wear masks while inside public places and outside when social distancing is not possible. And for most people, wearing a mask regularly isn't the norm. For healthcare professionals, however, wearing a mask is nothing new. Fortunately, most people will not have to wear them that long, even with the mandate. Dr. Ryan Stanton says that it does take some time getting used to, and the way that a mask is can make a big difference.
One strap over the ear, one strap kind of around the back of the neck. That makes a huge difference. But if you're using a regular mask, there's a lot of hacks out there for the small strips, even some of them that are made small strips with buttons on them to hook the mask on the buttons, not on the ears themselves.
The governor's executive order will expire after 30 days, but it could be extended based on local trends. Now, whether people agree or disagree with the mask mandate, many are now questioning if it's actually still in effect. The confusion comes after a Scott County Circuit judge ruled in favor of the agricultural commissioner and Evan S. Orchard after they sued, claiming the governor's orders were unfairly hurting agritourism. Now, with that temporary restraining order against the governor's executive orders during the pandemic, however, some Democratic lawmakers we talked to yesterday say the mask mandate is not impacted by that ruling.
No, I mean, the governor's been reaching out to the legislature. We have a part-time citizen legislature. We can't even take a vote until next January. The governor was given these powers under the Constitution and by the legislature.
Now, the issue could be discussed by lawmakers more later today when it's brought up in an interim legislative committee. We also reached out to the House Republican leadership yesterday, but we did not receive a response. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, one Kentucky bar owner is taking a hard stance against the state's mask mandate with a controversial video.
And the forecast continues to be fairly nice today, but after today, the heat surges. I'll talk about it in about 3 minutes.